And one thing, guys, you need to realize about content creation is about resilience. It's about like stepping out of your comfort zone, like being true to yourself and who you are as a person, right? Imagine living in a country where the color of your skin is not a threat, but rather a connection. Hey guys, listen, there is a freaking zebra, guys. There is a freaking zebra. Hey, it's looking at us. Welcome to the channel, guys. I'm actually doing a 30-day challenge where I record myself every single day for the next 30 days, and this is day 2. So the reason that I'm doing this for this 30-day challenge, or recording myself every single day for the next 30 days, is to just be comfortable with the camera. And most of the times I feel comfortable with the camera, but like, what I struggle the most is about like recording public places and people looking at me like, what is this guy doing, So to actually overcome that, I challenged myself to record myself for the next 30 days. This is day number 2 of recording useless YouTube videos which nobody watches, And one thing, guys, you need to realize about content creation is about resilience. It's about like stepping out of your comfort zone, like being true to yourself and who you are as a person, right? So like, if you've been wanting to become a content creator for so long, and then like you worry about what other people think. No, bro, nobody cares other people, man. Start recording, start recording. Like, pick up that camera and start recording. That's like, the way to go. And an advice that I should give myself also and to other people is to, you don't need to have a fancy camera or microphone or anything like that. You already have a camera and your phone. If you have your phone, you could just like, pick up your camera and start recording. Kenya, it's one of the most, Kenya is actually also one of the most developed countries in Africa, in East Africa, I think. Or in general, African countries. Kenya is developing so fast. You see everywhere they're building, like, apartments, like everything. I was actually reading the news the other day, or like, an article, and I saw why African Americans are moving to Kenya. It's a question. Like, African Americans are moving back to the motherland, and rather go in any African country, they decide to move back to Kenya, specifically Nairobi. And I was thinking about this as an African who spends a large portion of his life here in Kenya. I understand why. One of the major reasons is Kenyans are very, very welcoming people. They welcome you with open arms. Imagine living in a country where the color of your skin is not a threat, but rather a connection, where everybody greets you like a family member, and then they just talk to you. That's not a dream. Like, that's Kenya actually. And I think that's one of the major reasons that African Americans are moving back to Kenya. That's my opinion. You might have a different opinion. Kenyans are also like, very straightforward. We say here hakuna maneno. Kenyans, they're very, very straightforward, very nice people, very welcoming. And also, as a Somali, we are also welcoming, but like, you wouldn't hear an African American is moving to Somalia because of like, how they portrayed us in social media, or like, the news, and then they say Somalia is one of the most dangerous countries in the world, But I feel good, like when our African brothers and sisters that has been like born in America, raised in America, they came back to the African continent, and then it's a pleasure, like, it's something good, like they are coming back regardless of what African country they are choosing to. That's their like, choice. But Kenya is a home to a lot of people. Number 2, which I think why African Americans are coming back to Kenya is like, it's a homogeneous, like it has so many different people. It has Indians, Indians when the British was like, was here, a lot of like, Indians who actually like a Kenyan Indians, and they live here. So Kenya, it's a mixture of different people, of different cultures, and like, different languages. You will just like, move from one part of Kenya to another, and they speak a completely different language. The Kukuyus, the Luos, the, Kamba, you know, the Somalis are also part of Kenya. If you guys don't know, like northeastern Kenya is like, you know, border to Somalia, and there is like, you know, when the civil war happened in Somalia, like most of the Somalis, they move here in Kenya, like, you know, places like Wajir, you know, in northeastern Kenya. So Kenya is a mixture of different people, different ethnicities. You will find the Nubians from Egypt, I think. So I think that's reason number two. That's why a lot of African Americans are moving back to the beautiful Kenya, you know. And guys, we are here enjoying. You see how beautiful it is. I live this place, which is near. It's a wildlife. It's a wildlife sanctuary where they keep, like, you know, different like, you know, wildlife animals. Maybe today we'll see some wild animals. Let's go check out if we can actually see some wild animals today. Maybe we're lucky and we'll see some wild animals. It's actually so nice. The air feels like so clean. It feels like so therapeutic. It's like it purifies my lungs, you know. You see how beautiful it is, these flowers? Beautiful Kenya. I'm really enjoying it. It's very nice. So if this is your first time to actually, like, you know, you come across to my channel, my name is Dr. Haftaisa Hussein, or Dr. Hussein as short. I have a very complex Somali name, but I am from Somalia, and, like, you know, this part of East Africa. The reason that I actually started this you know, content creation, or, like, you know, making YouTube videos, is to one day, you know, travel around the world and, like, you know, share my experience with you guys. So if this is your first time, please subscribe to this channel, Mind Bridge Africa. It is the mind and we bridge, and this is our beautiful Africa. And if you actually see, my slogan is connecting with people through kindness, you know. It's connecting with people. Hey guys, listen, this is actually very beautiful, guys. This is actually very beautiful. Remember I told you, like, we're gonna, maybe if we are lucky, we'll see some wild animals. Here it is. Let me show you. It's a animal that I wasn't even expecting it was here. Imagine, guys, I live like a couple of blocks from here, and then I can actually see, like, really wild animals, like, you know, literally, like, chilling here. Let me show you guys. Yeah, Jay. There is a zebra right here. There is a freaking zebra, guys. There is a freaking zebra. Hey, it's looking at us. It's right here. We're going to see. Hopefully it's not running away, but we have to sneak. It's looking at me. I don't know. I don't want to make it afraid and run away, but we're gonna catch with the camera, guys. It's right here. You see, guys, right here, and there is another one right here, and there is a third one. There's 3 of them, and maybe more. We don't know how many of them is here. We have to be really sneaky. It's looking at us right now. That one ran away. You can see. It's right here. You see, guys, there is 1 right here, there is 2 right here, and there is 3. That one chilling right here. Oh, it makes like, wow, that's so beautiful, guys. This is actually my first time coming here, but it's amazing how wild animals are just roaming around here. This is actually it's a gated, so it has some sort of a wire, a fence, which, like, you know, separates the animals from residential, like, you know, houses, which is all these places are residential, and, like, you know, this is the sanctuary. All this part from all the way, I think it's kilometers and kilometers square. I don't know even how many kilometers it is, but it's a huge land, and this is where all the different animals live. There is so many of them, I literally live few blocks from here, and then I see like wild animals, like literally chilling in my front yard. This is beautiful. This is what Kenya offers. Kenya is beautiful, bro. Imagine, guys. Where? Just keep walking, and maybe we'll see like a few more animals. Who knows? Like maybe we'll see a deer or something. But this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're really, really lucky to, you know, be here. Tell me, guys, which one is your favorite animal? Me, my favorite animal is elephant, because elephants are very genius. Elephants are very, very smart animals. You know, an elephant, they say elephant never forgets, you know. Elephants, they don't even forget. They have like, you know, they even like, you know, they have emotional intelligence just like humans. My favorite animal is elephant, guys. Elephant. Imagine, guys, I never went to, like, majority of the Kenyans, this is my, it may surprise you, but majority of the Kenyans who live here in Kenya, like their whole life, they were born here, they live here for their whole life. Most of them, they never go to, like, you know, Masai Mara or these touristic places. Like, you know, as an like, you know, maybe a person not from Kenya, you would think every Kenyan have seen a lion, but that's not true. Or maybe every African have seen a giraffe. That's not true, you know. I think I have seen several times, I've seen a real lion, but majority of us, we never experience a real kind of like, you know, lion in the wild. The tourism industry in Kenya, it's a billion-dollar industry, and I think it's a good thing that Kenya is this beautiful, and also it's welcoming, like, you know, other people around the world. And Kenya is actually very, very famous when it comes to tourism and wildlife. And also Kenya is very it's a very famous country among the East African countries, you know. If you ask a white person, hey, which African country do you know? They would probably say Kenya. Listen closely. I love the, like, you know, the sound of the birds. This is the fence where, like, this is the fence that actually separates between the residential area and then the back, or like, you know, the sanctuary. So there's this wire. Hopefully it's not a, let me take a leap of faith and touch it, if it's electric or not. Yeah, it's not electric, bro. No, it's not electric. I think that's a good thing, which is like, you know, if it's electric also, it will harm people and animals. It's one of the most beautiful views you ever seen. Blessing Africa. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you want to see more of these videos, like, you know, a random guy from East Africa talking about life and, like, you know, exploring. If you want to see more exploring videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I think that will help me also to kind of motivate me and also encourage me to create more videos like this. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.